Hello, so my name is Sean Kobe. So No Game No Life is one of my favorite animes because of the fun world and cast of characters along with some beautiful animation. I've rewatched the show a couple times and there is one scene that consistently grabs my attention. Today I'm going to talk about my favorite No Game No Life scene. Let me say there are spoilers, so spoiler warning. Please watch this show before moving forward as I will give spoilers. With that being said, let me continue. So let's talk about the ending. No, not that coin flipping scene, but the ending song. The ending song is pretty cool. It goes over Sora and Shiro's gray, emotionless, sad, and lonely world before meeting each other, which is reflected in the lyrics of the song. I was crying alone, clutching a loneliness I couldn't put into words. That's when we, who can never put on a smile for others, met one another and smiled together. The visuals of bright colors No Game No Life is known for represent the fun and vibrant happiness they shared from that moment they met. It is meant to contrast the sad and loneliness shown before they met each other with the gray colors. The rest of the lyrics reflect the bond between the two of how they feel completed, like that of puzzle pieces completing each other. While the ending has a nice message, meaning, and visuals, showing the very reason I like this ending is due to witnessing episode 8's ending, which is the same ending, but something's just a little off. In order to notice what exactly is different, let me just summarize the visuals of the normal ending before talking about episode 8's ending. So we start with Shiro crying and being sad until her attention is captured by the shadow of a young Sora. A bunch of happy pictures of Shiro and Sora transitions into a sad Sora, who notices a light coming from a star as he reaches out for it. Upon reaching into the star, the visuals become brighter as Shiro and Sora meet up and the world around them becomes more colorful. It then shows a pinky promise between Shiro and Sora that transitions to modern day in the same promise. The two happily embrace and float in the new world around as it shows Shiro and Sora looking upon the fun world of Discord together. As it ends on the happy image of the kids' selves happily playing on whatever that game device is, kinda looks like a mix between the PSP and DS if you ask me. Now, let me go over the visuals for episode 8's ending and see what exactly I'm talking about with the difference. So we start with Shiro crying and being sad until her attention is captured by the shadow of a young Sora. A bunch of happy pictures of Shiro transitions into a sad Sora, who notices a light coming from a star as he reaches out. The visuals become brighter as Shiro and the world around them becomes more colorful. It then shows a pinky promise between Shiro and transitions to modern day in the same promise. The two happily embrace and float in the new world around as it shows Shiro and Sora looking upon the fun world of Discord. As it ends on the happy image of the kids' selves happily playing on whatever that game device. So in many ways, the ending visuals don't change drastically. It just feels off as if something important is missing. Let me give some context to the episode 8 ending. Sora talks to Shiro, people come in challenging Sora to a game, Sora disappears suddenly as Shiro tries to grab him. So the change in the ending is due to the sudden disappearance of Sora, as an exclusive ending version of the same ending for episode 8 plays, which some may refer to as No Sora, No Life, as essentially that's what the ending is. Just like the visual comparison I just made by copying and pasting my audio, that's essentially a good summary of the differences. The music is the same, and even most of the images are the same, but there's a visual and audio static each time Sora should be there. The first time I saw this years ago was a time when I didn't see much anime, but I recognized that the openings and endings generally do not change unless changing to a new version completely with different audios and visuals completely. So with this mindset of endings essentially staying the same throughout a season, it made me all the more surprised that No Game No Life's ending, after 7 whole episodes of familiarity with the ending theme, the creepiness of it being changed, the intrigue of what happened to Sora, the sadness I felt for Shiro, and just the fact that the ending was changed so slightly but effectively made it memorable in my mind. Even looking back on it now after having seen the show multiple times, there's a lot to take out of the ending still. As mentioned earlier, the audio and static moments are frequently used throughout the ending. The way it is used make it feel as if the world is slowly erasing Sora, such as a star being enveloped in static if I had to give a clear image, which reflects how Shiro was slowly losing her memory of Sora the following episode. Knowing the context of episode 9, it is shown how Sora was erased in the game, but it didn't change the timeline, but instead how people perceived how events led up to present day. As such, I found it fitting on how the ending theme going over the history of Shiro and Sora meeting up was still kept the same, just without the memory of Sora. But the world couldn't cleanly wipe away Sora completely without leaving behind clues. The visuals of the altered ending never quite gained the colorful No Game No Life colors, which is important as the visuals of the original ending, going colorful, represent happiness due to the meeting of the siblings, but without it, the world for Shiro is still bland. with even the credits' gray color reflecting that. But that would make no sense to how Shiro would still be happy in modern day without that initial meetup. Additionally, throughout the ending, it's clear that something doesn't quite match up. Shiro now Pinky promising to nobody, and the entire scene of Kid Sora replaced with his gaming chair without him in it, which just invokes a feeling of something being missing. Even the original theme of the lyrics makes no sense with the lack of Sora. History is still intact, but without the memory of Sora, the entire ending feels incomplete and has lots of inconsistencies which Shiro herself would also find when questioning the characters of their history. While there might be a deeper message, the most important reason this sticks to memory will be the shock value of such a thing even happening in the first place. And for that, I'll always appreciate it. So, that was my favorite No Game No Life moment. It added a ton of creepiness to an otherwise lighthearted and fun show by making just a slight modification to the ending song. It was the first time I'd witnessed anything like it, and I'm glad to say that I would see other shows such as School Live and Steins Gate take advantage of subtle change in their openings. I still love the concept of changing just a couple things in the opening or ending thing that gives it a whole new meaning, and I hope to see more like it in the future. So this is the first time I tried scripting and talking about a specific scene, so I hope you're able to follow and enjoy the video. I want to try and do more like this, as it was pretty fun for me actually. Anyways, thank you for making it this far. My name is Sean, on this channel called Scobie, and I hope you have a good day. I'm recording this in my closet. It's kinda nice, actually. So let me say, your existence matters. That's what you should know from this video. Everyone's life matters and it's cool. If you don't think that, as long as you care for yourself, that's all that should matter. I don't know why I am doing this song, cause I love it so much. This is the outro, I guess I never had an ending song now. Guess this is it, I guess it's so. I don't know why. I hope you all enjoy yourselves, and I hope you all have a great day and great life for you all. Ha 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 ha. We're ending now very soon, don't you worry now, I know you're worrying. I lost track of the verse right now. This is the part where it ends, yeah.